First page, yes, thank you. Actually, why I want to share this picture because everybody know electrification is coming, and Shell, previously everybody think about Shell is oil company, but now we just say Shell is energy company, which means we will use our next generation, new generation, and cleaning energy to service to our customer. Please to go to next slide, please. Okay, thank you. So just give you the quickly summary what we are doing globally. Actually, you also can see related information from Shell internet. So as a company as a energy company, we are trying to use more clear energy to serve our customer. For example, Shell is trying to setting up more hydrogen station. We also have lots of charge system to service more and more hybrid car and BEV car. We also have the CNG and LNG technology in China and globally. We also have the biofuels. I think the biofuels are a lot of application in Indonesia. So anyway, in simply words, we see Shell is trying to use more clear and cleaning energy to service our customer. Go to next page, please. Next page, please. Okay, thank you. So no, up, please. Previous slide, please. Yes, thank you. So everybody know for the cleaning air, so more and more cars are using electricity technology. So I would like to share more detail in China. So actually, China government have a very, very clear strategy plan, which is by 2035, after 15 years, the China government target is one. We hope there will be more than 1 million hydrogen cars on the road. This is the first one. Secondly, is more than 50% new energy vehicles will be on the road. This is actually China government is invest a lot of money and also have a lot of good policy to engagement more OEM use the e-vehicle technology. So that's why at this moment actually Shell as a oil company, as an energy company. So I think we started to develop the e-vehicle, e-transmission on the e-fruit started at least 10 years ago. So that's why even in China market, we have more and more HEV and PHEV and BEV. And I'm very proud of to see we are ready for the electrical cars, because now it's timing to serve our customer in China where Shell high technology oil technology. So that's why go to next page, please. Please, yes, thank you. So what we are doing now, that's why I'm saying we are ready to serve our customers use the e-fruit and the e-grease and the e-thermal fruit for our e-vehicles. So for example, because you know the electric car e-vehicle actually they use the battery to create the more power for the cars. So for the thermal fruit, actually Shell, we developed the new technology. We call it thermal fruit. Actually, it's dedicated to cooling the battery system, because you guys know the when the battery system is working, more and more heating will be created. So that's why it needs to cooling. So currently, it doesn't matter. It's not only China. Globally, most of the OEM, they just use a water cooling system. It's not directly cooling the battery system, but the new technology is Shell. New technology is we developed the battery, the thermal fluid, which is directly merge the battery in our oil. So you can imagine if you use the oil directly cooling the battery system, the heat will transfer out very fast, and which will also be more efficiency. This is for the battery system. Another one is we use more and more electric motor in e-axle or in e-transmission. So for this kind of new technology in China market, Shell Shanghai R&D Center, we have lots of core engineering projects with local OEMs. So for example, if we're talking about 5 years ago, yes, in the market, there are some hybrid HEV, we call it hybrid battery vehicle. So at that moment, electric motor just use a water cooling. It's not directly cooling this electric motor, but now the new technology is using lubricant oil to cooling the electric motor directly, which also will increase the efficiency a lot. And for the grease, it's the same. In Shell, we have also the new technology. So for the new design, you might have seen some like the auto show, some OEMs, they just combine the e-motor and the wheels together and use this system directly drive this car to moving on. So with this technology, Shell, we have dedicated technology, grease technology, to use in this e-vehicle wheels. So please go to next slide, please. Okay, thank you. So here, I would like to share some detailed information, what we are doing in China. Because you guys know, we are Shanghai R&D Center is based in Shanghai in China. So at this moment, the marketing data, what I got, the marketing data is in China, the e-vehicle is more than 40% or close to 50% e-vehicle is in China. So that's why China is a big market. And the China and the Shell R&D Center, actually, we started to develop the new technology for the e-vehicle. So here, I would like to share more detail. I know some guidance, some audience are Chinese people. So you might have known some Chinese OEM. For example, look at the group one with the red color. We call it integrated OEM, which means these key OEMs, they have their car manufacturer. They also have their own transmission manufacturer. Because in future, if the cars will not, I think the ICE will be used less and less. So more and more electric motor will be used for the car. So however, even you use the electric motor, you still need the transmission. Otherwise, how can you transfer the power to the wheels, right? So transmission oil is our potential business opportunity for Shell. So for example, for here, the China OEM like the BYD, like the Geely, like the Great Wall M, Changcheng, and SAIC is the Shanghai Auto. So this kind of OEM, they are the top leader in China market. So they have their own car manufacturer, and they have their own transmission manufacturer. So that's why we call it integrated OEMs. So actually for the all of the 4 OEM, group 1 OEMs, we have core engineering projects with BYD, with Geely, with SIC, and with Great Wall, which included like the purely BEV technology, because even BEV, they still need the gear reduction. So if they have the gear reduction, they need the oil to cooling the system. And now the more and more OEMs design, because they want to save the size, save less than weight, and reduce the cost. So they just integrated electric motor and the gear reduction, which means they will use the oil cooling the gear reduction and e-motor. So that's why we call it e-fruit. So this kind of new design, we are working with these OEMs and try to dedicatedly design the e-fruit for this OEM. Because, you know, for example, if you guys have drive your own car, probably you have your own, like the Toyota or Honda. So look at the Toyota and the Honda, their hybrid BEV, their HEV is very, very successful globally. It's not only in China, globally. So look at the design from the Nissan and the Honda. They use different design. So that's why their oil requirement, their oil design also different. So that's why we see in China, different OEMs, they have different design. And that's why we have dedicated design for this kind of OEM. And looking at the yellow color, this can, like the BorgWarner, like the gear truck is very famous globally. In China, we also have the like the Zhuci, like the Qingshan. This kind the local transmission manufacturer. They just only produce the transmission transmission. The transmission needs oil, so that's why we also have the core engineering with this kind of transmission component supplier. And for the green color, look like the Chang'an is a very, very big car manufacturer in southwest of China, like the Chery, like the GAC Guangzhou Auto, like the JAC, like the bike Beijing Auto. These kind of local OEMs, they also have their very, very big car manufacturer. However, they have no their transmission manufacturer. So they just purchase the transmission from from BorgWarner or from Getrag or from Qingshan or from Zhuci or from Fast. So so for look at the group 3, we also you might have heard the new forces in China, like the NIO, like the CHJ, like the Xiaopeng. This kind of new force, they have lots of money. They just invest on the car manufacturer. Of course, they will invest they will sell in their technology to the new BEV. So that's why we have a lot of core engineering projects with this kind of OEMs in China. Please go to next page, please.
Ms. Rosemary, you have 2 minutes remaining.
Yes, I have 2 minutes because yes. Great. Yes, I have 2 minutes. So yes, so that's why, yes, please go to this slide. Yes, thank you. So then I want to move to the battery thermal fruit. So looking at the battery thermal fruit, now we are cooperate with Europe, very famous Chrysler. Maybe you have heard that, maybe you are not. But Chrysler Electric is very, very famous battery design and manufacturer OEM. So Shell, we are core engineering projects with them to use our oil directly cooling the battery system. Because at this moment, globally, most of the batteries just use their water to cooling the system. Just looking at the picture, the red color and the blue color. So you can see if you're talking about the thermal transfer, so you can see if you merge the battery to the oil system, the cooling efficiency is much, much higher. So that's why Shell is the leader of this technology. So please go to next page, please. Hello? Yes, please. Yes, thank you. So now I want to move to the Shell e-mobility charging. So looking at here at this moment, in Shell, over 60 charging points have been installed globally. And Shell is planned to set up 500,000 charging points by 2025. This is Shell's plan. So just all over the world, in China, I'm not pretty sure in how in Indonesia, but in China, you can see more and more Shell recharging station. So you can drive your car to go to this station to get more power. And we also have a lot of partners working with us together to try service more about the e-mobility charging system. I think I'm just on time. This is the last page, what I want to share today. Thank you very much, everybody.